Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have a very serious episode for you guys that we want you guys to stick around for, so make sure you go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, as y'all know, man, there's always some kind of uncertainty with the Clippers, man. There's always some type of uncertainty with them, you know, and it makes it really hard for me as an NBA fan to root for the Clippers, because just when you feel, you know, like things are going right, you know, you get one bit of bad news about the team, right? And some people, funny enough, accuse, oh, you talk about Kawhi Leonard. We barely talk about Kawhi. We probably produced 5 Kawhi Leonard videos in the last year, like in this year, probably not even that many, maybe 3. But one of the things, speaking about Kawhi, that surrounded him is the speculation surrounding his health coming into this season, right? There's always kind of this question mark out there of, you know, will Kawhi Leonard be healthy? What is he going to come back? I've even heard some people are saying out there, it doesn't matter when Kawhi comes back. He can come back in the regular season. He can come back in the beginning of the season, midway through the season, as long as he's all of these different things. Well, today it looks like we're finally getting some concrete information surrounding Kawhi Leonard's status with the Clippers this season. But before we get into that, this video is brought to you by our sponsor, Aura, who's also the official sponsor of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is today? It's identity theft. Imagine trying to log into your email only to see that your password has been changed. Then you start getting weird notifications from your bank and credit cards, only to find out that all of your personal and sensitive information has been totally compromised. If you think it can happen to you and your family, just know that in 2020, over 49 million Americans were victims to identity theft, costing them a combined $56 billion. That is why we are excited to partner with Aura, who's the sponsor of this video. Aura is the #1 identity theft and financial fraud protection. Aura monitors the dark web and alerts you if any of your passwords and accounts have been breached. And funny enough, after using Aura, I discovered some of my credentials were floating around in the dark web, and the app showed me exactly when and where the breach happened. In addition, Aura allows you to set spending alerts, and they'll notify you of any suspicious transactions. Aura is 4 times faster than any of its competitors in alerting you if someone is trying to open a credit card or obtain a loan using your name. And remember this, every 14 seconds, someone becomes a victim of identity fraud. Don't let it happen to you. Now click the link in the description and try Aura for free for 2 weeks and see if any of you or your family's personal information has been compromised. Start your free trial at aura.com/dreamerspro. And when you try Aura, by using the link in the description below, also know that you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So let me get into the article here from CBSSports.com. Starts off, Kawhi Leonard fully cleared for training camp. Clippers will be very cautious, Lauren Frank says. The article continues on. Kawhi Leonard has been fully cleared to participate in training camp with the Los Angeles Clippers, but it sounds like his load will be managed. Leonard missed the entire 2021-2022 season after tearing his ACL in the playoffs. And Clippers president Lauren Frank told reporters Thursday that they will take a very cautious approach with him. He feels great, Frank said to ESPN. His plan is, look, he wants to participate in everything, and I think organizationally we're going to be cautious, so it will be a step-by-step approach. He later on said to ESPN, when you're dealing with a major injury you can't predict, Frank Vogel said, I know with him he wants to do everything, but we'll just kind of let's see how he feels each day. We have an outstanding medical team, and we're playing the long game with it, so we're not going to get into predictions what he will or won't do. And also the article basically says the Clippers will begin training camp within 3 days at UNLV next Tuesday, and then will travel to Seattle for a pair of exhibition games. Frank did not say whether or not Leonard will play in the preseason. Y'all thought I had some bad news for y'all? No, we don't. No, I don't. This is fantastic news. This is fantastic. I'm sure some of you guys was like, man, you thought I had some bad? I ain't got no bad news for you, man. This season, I ain't got no bad news. When I say the season is over, I'm talking about for them. Now, I know some of you guys are like, hey, man, cool it. Listen, I'm very bullish on the Clippers this season for a lot of reasons. And I learned from my mistake in the past. I believe in 2020, we hyped up the Clippers to the high heavens, and then, you know, they ended up losing in round 2 after blowing that 3-1 lead. So we learned our lesson, right? And we're kind of taking a kind of, you know, we're being very cautious as we approach this situation here. But I'm still very bullish on this Clippers team going into this season. I think that they're arguably the deepest team in the NBA. Arguably the deepest team in the NBA. If you look at their roster, they have Kawhi Leonard, They obviously have Paul George, Marcus Morris Sr., Nicholas Batum, Terrence Mann. Of course, they have John Wall, which no one is really talking about. And understandably, John Wall hasn't played basketball in a very, very long time. And he's been through a lot of serious personal issues too. So to even see John Wall back on the basketball court is a miracle in itself and a testament to him. A lot of kudos to John Wall, man, for not giving in. Fantastic, fantastic sports story and human story, to be honest with you. They have Ivica Zubac. They have, Luke Kennard, Robert Covington, Norman Powell, who's a fantastic acquisition. And, of course, they have Reggie Jackson. I think the Clippers have the best amalgamation of forwards and guards in the NBA. Now, some people may say, no, I disagree with you. It may be the Golden State Warriors. If you want to make that argument, no problem. That's just what I think. With this team, I think that all of their pieces are interchangeable, right? And it's one of the reasons I'm so high on this team, because the Clippers have a lot of two-way players, and you're going to need that in this NBA. You're going to need guys that can put the ball in the bucket, but they can also defend their man. And if they switch on them, they can still hold a defensive chain together, so to speak. They have a lot of two players and players like Kawhi Leonard, obviously Paul George, Marcus Morris Sr., Nicholas Batum, who's like not exactly the Draymond Green of the team because he can actually shoot. I'm not dissing Draymond, but Nicholas Batum can shoot. But he performs a lot of similar roles, right? He does everything. He's kind of like a glue guy for the Clippers. Of course, you have Terrence Mann. Y'all saw the impact that he had in that series against the Utah Jazz when they had that comeback in round 2. And, of course, they have John Wall, who's made some all-defensive teams. That's one thing. Another reason I'm very high on the Clippers is because of their three-point shooting. I think in the 2020-2021 season, they had 9 players that shot over 40%, or close to 40%. That's absurd. That's absurd, right? They have a lot of players that shoot in the high 30s, in three-point shooting. So that's fantastic. So they have a lot of shooting. And they also have a lot of experience when you look at the roster. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Marcus Morris Sr., Ivica Zubac, Norman Powell. All of these guys have playoff experience and finals experience. Then you got to look at their coaching, which is another reason I'm very bullish on this team. Tyronn Lue is one of the major reasons I have a lot of confidence on this team. For the fact that the Clippers even made the playoffs last year, is a testament to itself, right? Kawhi didn't play the entire season. Paul George missed about 60% of the season. I think they arguably have the best coach in the NBA when it comes to making in-game adjustments and in between game adjustments. And obviously, Ty Lue is also a championship coach with championship experience, and he's coached a lot of high-profile players like LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love. And finally, the reason I really believe in this team is that going into the playoffs, if everyone is healthy in the NBA, there's no other player I'd rather have going into the playoffs than a healthy Kawhi Leonard. No one. Some people say they'll rather have Giannis, KD, whoever. That's just me. So these are the reasons I'm so high on this team, and it's one of the reasons Draymond Green not only called them a threat, but a problem. So the question to you guys is, what are your thoughts on this? Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and we catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.